Go back to school, get my bachelor's, and it's up from there.
You could do damage. You could do damage. You could do damage. Oh, we could be honest. Closer to me, oh, giving me solace. Promise that you won't let me fall.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiaj if you're new here, and today's video is going to be a nursing school Q&A. A while back I posted on my Instagram for people to ask me questions regarding nursing school. So let's go ahead and get straight into the first question. The first question is, how do you overcome test anxiety? I have literally no idea. My test anxiety be through the roof, okay? What I try to do just to decrease it a little bit though is to make sure I get a good night rest. I know when I was taking Med-Surg 1 the last time around, I wasn't getting any sleep. I was going straight from the library, going home, taking a shower, putting my uniform on, and going to school taking a test. So I wasn't getting any sleep, which I know I needed to give my mind, my brain, and my body rest to be able to perform well on my test. So I can say make sure you get a good night rest, make sure you eat some breakfast. Walking into the test, I tell myself, I know I've studied, I know I put the time in, what I know is what I know, what I don't know is what I don't know, and let's just go in there and let's kill it. So having a positive mindset, definitely along with the good night rest and getting some breakfast and preparing, actually study, will probably help you overcome your test taking anxiety. The next question is how to prepare for clinicals and how do you study for Med-Surg? So for me, for clinicals, I make sure that I have my paperwork printed out the night before or days before, just so I can have everything that I need. Also the night before, I pack my bag so in the morning everything is just easy for me to grab, because I do leave home at 6 a.m. to make it on time for clinical. In my last class, we used to have something that was called pre-clinical, where we went an hour the day before the actual clinical day and got to see what patient we were going to have, got to look into their documentation and everything, just to get an idea of what was to come when we met the patient. So with this class, with us technically advancing up, we don't get preclinical anymore. The way my teacher explained it was that nurses don't come to work knowing what their assignments are going to be. So to prepare us for that, we go straight into clinicals. We don't have preclinicals anymore. We get to look and see, get an idea of things. So I just tell myself, just be ready for any and everything, because I don't know what kind of conditions my patient is going to be in when I get them, and to just give the best care to my patient that I can. Now, as far as clinical paperwork, I love taking naps. After clinicals, I go home, I take a nice shower, scrub everywhere, and I like to take a nap, which I really need to start cutting out. But getting as much of your paperwork done at clinicals is going to benefit you. So when you go home, you're not spending as much time as that, especially if you have a test coming up that week. You won't have to spend all of that time on that long clinical paperwork. In terms of how I study for Med-Surg, I'm in Med-Surg 2 now, and the way I study for Med-Surg 1 is completely different from Med-Surg 2. Honestly, I'm still trying to get a grip on the way I want to study for this class. With my last class, it was like the anatomy and physiology of each system, diagnostic studies, and the medications. With this one, the format is a little bit different, kind of the same, but I just feel like for my first test, my studying didn't have any structure, which is why I performed the way I did. But I'm still trying to figure out what works for me for Med-Surg 2, so when I find out, I will let you girls know. Someone said, how hard is nursing school? On a level 1 to 10. A 15. Nursing school is hard. It's hard on the body, it's hard on the mental. Nursing school is hard. So far, and I'm only in the second semester, there has been plenty of tears, plenty of, oh my god, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough for this. It has brought me to my breaking point. But I also do love this journey that I'm on. In the end, it's going to be so rewarding to have those letters behind my name and be able to provide the best care that I've been taught to give to my patients. Sorry guys if the view looks a little different, my camera did die on me. But the next question was, what program are you in? So I don't want to disclose the actual name of the school that I go to. I know I may have shown my uniform, not on purpose, but that's the school I go to. But I am in an accelerated RN program, so it is a diploma program. At first I didn't know that there was a such thing as a diploma nursing program until I came across this school. But on the first day of school, they did explain to us that this is still an RN program. I can still get a job this way, I can still take the NCLEX this way. Like, this is a way to get your nursing degree as well, and I didn't know that. But I do plan on going back to school to get my bachelor's because one day I do want to become a nurse practitioner. Someone wanted to know, am I going to work to get experience first? No, I am not. So for me personally, I cannot juggle school and a job, especially with my program being very intense and moving as fast as it does. My classes change every 8 weeks. I don't go from August to December and then from January to May. It's every 8 weeks, every 2 months basically. And I just don't see me being able to juggle a job. I do have classmates that do work, and kudos to them. I don't see how they do it, but that is something that I am not going to get into. I'm very, very grateful that my parents are getting me through school, providing me with the things that I need. Also, this girl I may have watched on YouTube or maybe came across on Instagram said that by the time she became a nurse, she was kind of burnt out with it. I think she said she went from being a CNA to a nurse tech once she did get into nursing school. And once she became a nurse, it was like, I already know what to expect. It wasn't nothing that she was excited for, or I guess she lost the thrill in it all. But that, as well as me not being able to juggle the two, no, I will not get a job until I got those letters behind my name. The next question is, what's the hardest part about being in nursing school? All of it. Like, all of it. Like I said, like, it takes a toll on your body, it takes a toll on your mental, and it's just, your time management skills have to be to the T or you will get lost in it all. You always have to study. There's assignments. You would think that, okay, my professor knows I have to study, and then I have a homework assignment, and then I have clinicals, and then my clinical paperwork is due. No. Sometimes I forget that they're not setting us up to fail because of the workload, but they're really teaching us how to be time efficient, how to be organized, how to stay on top of our things. In nursing school, you really just have to plan. Like, you do. You have to plan out your days. You have to plan out your weeks, because if you don't, it's so easy to get behind. It's so easy to just get really overwhelmed with everything that you have to do. I can't say that planning my days and my weeks out have been like a stress reliever to me, because I already know what's expected of me on this day. I'm not like all over the place, like, oh my god, what's due, I gotta study this, I gotta do this paperwork. Like, I still get like that because it's a lot. Get a planner. Get a planner, get organized, girl, and plan out your days and your week. I'm telling you, that will turn everything around for you. But the hardest part of it all that I would say is learning how to answer those nursing school questions. If you're in nursing school, then you already know what I mean. It's not like this definition, what's the word? Like, you have to know your material to be able to apply it to a situation, to be able to apply it to a scenario, to think, what would the nurse do that's best? What is going to be best for my patient? What's going to keep my patient alive? And sometimes those answers are really trick you up. Like, I honestly believe that all the answers sometimes be correct, but one is like more correct than the other, and you have to be able to critically think to decipher which one is the correct answer, or gonna get it wrong. Next question was, what's your plans after you finish this program? So my plans after I finish this program is to, of course, take the NCLEX, pass it, and get a job. But I also want to go back to school, like I said, to get my bachelor's, because I one day want to become a nurse practitioner. So I need to take those steps. I'll be able to do that. But yeah, pretty much in regards to nursing, my plans are study, take the NCLEX, pass it, get my job as a nurse, and eventually, probably within like a few months to a year, go back to school, get my bachelor's, and it's up from there. Do you know what specialty you want to go into? Yes, anything with kids. Anything with kids. I love kids, like, I really do. I had a cousin that tell me, when you become a nurse, you want to work with kids, huh? And I was like, yeah, how you know? And she was like, I could just tell with the way that you handle the kids and how you interact with them. I just love kids. I have 2 little boy cousins, and I literally adore them. Like, they're the cutest thing in the world to me, and they just make me want to work with kids even more. Another question, is nursing school really hard? Hell yeah, nursing school is hard AF. Next question, what's one thing you wish you would have known before applying to nursing school? What's one thing I wish I would have known? Honestly, what this shirt says, nursing student, no sleep, no money, no life. When I tell y'all, when I took Med-Surg 1 the first time, I did not sleep. I felt like a zombie. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't eating. Like, I was going through it. Also, what I wish I would have known was taking those nursing exams is more of an application style thing. I most likely would have found something to help me like start learning how to answer those questions in that way. So once I got to it, I would have been prepared, because it went from fundamentals, which was so easy and I felt like they were holding our hands, and we got to med-surg, it was like, all right, bye, dropping you off. It was like what to do, how to do it, help, somebody, please. Next question, how do you use your iPad for nursing school? So girl, I'm gonna make a video on how I use my iPad because I can't really explain it without showing you, so why not make a video about it? So I'm gonna make a video, stay tuned. I know I keep saying I'm gonna be consistent and then I post and then I go MIA, but I'm trying to get a grip on everything, y'all. I'm just trying to stay afloat. Y'all know I didn't pass med-surg 1 by 1.5 points when I took it the first time. I'm not trying to have the same thing happen with med-surg 2. So when I feel overwhelmed and like I can't pick up my camera right now, I simply don't. But honestly, I really need to continue showing you guys the real of what it really is, the raw and uncut. This is what I'm going through. I'm stressing, I'm crying, I'm not eating, I'm breaking out. I'm gonna really try to be consistent after this post. I promise. I promise. Any pre-nursing students or nursing students period watching my video, keep going, girl. You got it. Keep up the good work. It is all going to be so rewarding in the end. Don't give up. Keep God first. Stay prepared. Get you a planner. But no, seriously, if you're watching, you got this. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to leave them down below and I will answer them for you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you girls in my next one.
Oh, we could be honest, closer to me, oh, giving me solace. Promise that you won't let me